compressed natural gas CNG buses provided to the state chapter of the Congress to ease transportation problems. The Supreme Court has reversed judgment on the appeal filed by the All Progressives Congress seeking to nullify the Rivers State local government election conducted on October 5, 2024. During the proceedings, the Apex Court announced that a date for the judgment will be communicated later after all parties in the suit adopted their processes. It will be recalled that Justice Peter Lifu of the Federal High Court in Abuja had previously restrained the Independent National Electoral Commission from releasing the voters registered to the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission for the conduct of the election. The federal government of Nigeria has approved the sum of $1.7 billion for human capital opportunities for prosperity and equity governance HOPE project alongside the interrelated primary healthcare provision strengthening PHC project. This was made known during the Federal Executive Council meeting held recently. While the HOPE PHC project aims to improve utilization of quality essential healthcare services and health system resilience in the country, governance reforms entrenched in HOPE governance will support improvements in healthcare financing, enhance transparency and accountability, and increase recruitment, deployment, and performance management of primary healthcare workers by federal, state, and local governments. Oyo State government, in partnership with the United Nations Children Fund, UNICEF, has launched a 4-year multi-sectoral strategic plan of action on food and nutrition to tackle malnutrition and hunger among children and women in the state. The State Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Ms. Baudin Babatunde, launched the project in Ibadan, in which the Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Dotun Oyelade in Ibadan, the state's capital, says the state government was committed to eradicating malnutrition within its borders. In a decisive move to curb vote buying and ensure secure elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission and Nigeria security agencies reaffirmed their commitment to electoral integrity ahead of key polls in 2025 and 2026. At the first regular meeting of the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security for the year in Abuja, INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu warned that vote buying remains a serious threat to free and fair elections in Nigeria. Yakubu noted that while arrests have been made in previous elections, the fight against electoral corruption must intensify, particularly with party primaries approaching. The Nigerian Railway Corporation, in partnership with APM Terminals, has expanded cargo movements from the Apapa port in Lagos to Nigerian Railway Corporation's freight yard in Moniya, Ibadan, Oyo State. At the flag-off ceremony of the standard gauge rail in Apapa, Lagos, the new managing director of the NRC, Dr. Kayode Okwefa, promised that no stone will be left unturned as the rail system is vital under President Bola Tinubu's government. He says this collaboration aims to enhance logistic efficiency, increase rail transport capacity, offer a more sustainable, cost-effective solution for cargo movement, and decongest the Apapa port. You're watching the live broadcast of the News Express on Global Television, coming to you from the nation's capital, Abuja, where News Express returns NNPCL under pressure to reduce petrol price amid rivalry with Dangote Refinery. We'll bring you details of this as well as business and sports stories right after the break. Please stay with us. Many thanks for staying with us. Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia has unveiled symbols to serve as unique identities and pride of the state. The governor, while performing the unveiling ceremony, commended efforts of the screening committee for living up to their mandate within record time. Our correspondent Felicity Ndere reports.
The Symbols Committee was inaugurated on the 20th of January 2025 with the task of screening unique identities for the state, including its logo, anthem, and flag. 14 days after, the committee is done with the task of screening entries and are here to present their reports. Chairman of the screening committee, retired Justice Augustine Utaha, while presenting their final choices, said the initiative of selecting unique identities for the state is long overdue. Retired Justice Utaha, who described the initiative as a remarkable one, noted that it further demonstrates the governor's quest to develop the state as evident in his policies and programs aimed at improving the well-being of the populace.
Your commitment to infrastructure development is legendary. Your focus on agro-sector agriculture is inspiring, and your attention to human and capital development is most welcome.
Governor Hyacinth Alia, who appreciated the committee for the timely completion of their mandate, said the symbols are important tools for the promotion of the state's identity, heritage, and culture. He assured the people that the symbols will be used to brand Benue State to attract tourism and investment opportunities.
And I would also like to appreciate everyone who made entries for the state symbols. Your creativity, imagination, and enthusiasm are what made this project a success. Whether your entry was selected or not, please know that your contribution is valued and appreciated.
An executive bill is to be submitted to the State House of Assembly for passage into law and assent by Governor Alia to become official state symbols. In Makudi, Felicity Ndere, reporting for Global TV News.
Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, has amended the bilateral air service agreement (BASA) between Nigeria and the United Arab Emirates (UAE). In a statement by the Special Advisor on Media and Communications to the Minister, Tunde Moshood, says the agreement was reached during the ICAO Global Implementation Support Symposium (GISS) 2025 in a meeting with UAE's Minister of Economy, Abdullah Bintuk Al-Mari. Moshood also said the signing of the amended BASA built on last year's negotiations, ensuring reciprocal rights for both countries and fostering deeper aviation collaboration. In business, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited is considering fresh premium motor spirit price reduction as MRS filling station in partnership with Dangote Refinery has announced a fuel pump price cut. The National President of Petroleum Product Retail Outlet Owners Association, Billy Gillis Harry, and spokesperson for Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Chinedu Kadike, says the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited has no choice but to reduce petrol retail prices. The Securities and Exchange Commission has announced plans to sensitize state government on investment opportunities in the capital market as part of efforts to drive wealth creation and economic growth. The Director General, Emomotimi Agama, disclosed this during a meeting with a delegation from the World Bank Group and the International Finance Corporation in Abuja. Agama stated that the Commission aims to enhance the understanding of financial markets, investment strategies, and regulatory frameworks among state governments to help them maximize their economic potential. Asian market struggles as traders keep a nervous eye on Donald Trump's next move after he signed off on tariffs for steel and aluminium imports, and warned of more measures to come. All three main indexes started the week on the front foot, but Asia struggled to maintain its momentum with Hong Kong, Shanghai, Singapore, Mumbai, Jakarta and Manila falling. The president has lived up to his campaign pledges to resume his hardball trade diplomacy to extract concessions on a range of issues, including commerce, immigration and drug trafficking. Moroccan Investment and Export Development Agency has expressed its intention to mobilize investors for direct investment in agriculture and green energy in Yobe State. This development was announced by the head Emerging Industries at the agency, Yassin El Ahyani, when he received the Yobe State delegation led by the Secretary to the State Government, Baba Malam Wali, in Rabat, Morocco. According to El Ahyani, Yobe's rich agricultural resources, including sesame seeds and gum arabic, have immense potential and value in the international market. On the foreign scene, a private jet owned by Motley Crue's lead singer Vince Neil rammed another plane on the runway at Scottsdale Airport in Arizona, leaving one person dead. Report says it collided with Gulfstream 200 parked at a nearby ramp. 4 people were on the Learjet, which was flying in from Austin, and one was on the Gulfstream, according to officials. The World Health Organization, WHO, launched a new platform providing cost-free cancer medicines for thousands of children living in low and middle-income countries in a bid to improve lagging survival rates. The first medicines were being delivered to Mongolia and Uzbekistan, with further shipments planned for Ecuador, Jordan, Nepal and Zambia as part of the project's pilot phase. The treatments are expected to reach around 5,000 children with cancer this year across at least 30 hospitals in those 6 nations. South Korea's suspended President Yoon Suk-yeol has blamed what he called malicious opposition for his decision to declare martial law. Yeol told the court that their refusal to applaud him or shake his hand exposed their plans to sabotage his government. The former prosecutor plunged democratic South Korea into political turmoil when he declared martial law on December 3rd, suspending civilian rule and spending soldiers to parliament. The ceasefire between Hamas and Israel appeared increasingly fragile after President Donald Trump warned all hell would break loose unless Hamas releases every Israeli hostage by the weekend. The truce in place since January 19 largely halted more than 15 months of fighting in the Gaza Strip and saw 5 groups of Israeli hostages freed in exchange for hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. However, tensions spiked after Trump proposed taking over Gaza and removing its more than 2 million inhabitants. In sports, Ancelotti says he is leaving. Ancelotti says his Liverpool players are ready for another battle as they prepare to take on Everton in the final Merseyside derby at Goodison Park on